my friend, my whatever else you want to call it. It's been too long, man, since we've seen each other. You look amazing. How you been keeping after all these years, man?
I was going to say the same thing. You look fantastic. You got some filter on here. What's going on here? You look so young, so jolly. You got that Christmas hat on.
Well, it has to do with something that you're doing at Fallsview Casino, man. And I figure let me do it on my side because that's what you're going to be doing on stage.
Listen, everything Christmas is great. It's the one time a year where jazz becomes relevant again. It's like all my friends are like, "Oh yeah, I love jazz." I was like, "Of course you love jazz." So I'm so glad to be playing at the OLG stage.
Man, what's the show gonna be like, man? I mean, because you've released Christmas music before too. You've done stage shows also, but this is a whole different, if I can use the
It's
term,
a
beast.
It is just because the OLG stage is so huge. Like when I first started doing this kind of music, I started off in bars, smoky bars and basements when they used to smoke in these actual places. And you could see the eyeballs of everybody. You could, the patrons would come up and want to sing on stage. This is different because there's actually security in front of the stage. So, it's a 5,000 seat venue. We got a nice little big band that's playing. We got horns, background singers, all the holiday classics. And the best thing about it is, this music, when you sing it, although people don't admit that they know the music, you can see them listening and miming all the words they're singing along. It's what I love about the holidays. We all get to come together.
How do you pick a concert selection of music when you have hundreds upon
Yeah.
hundreds upon hundreds of great classic Christmas songs?
It's a good question, right? Because my job as a performer is to basically give people what they want to hear at the same time we can have a conversation. So it's like you're not just listening to a CD or you're not just watching TV. There's an interaction. So of course it's going to start with the classics, like White Christmas, Let It Snow. And of course we all know that song. It's the most wonderful time of the year because I think it was Staples used to run that coming back to school commercial with Andy Williams singing it. So I can guarantee you that for most of the people coming, they will probably know every song. And that's where it starts because now we're having a conversation. Now you are part of the show. You are part of the band.
Now, here's the thing that I love asking about when it comes to Christmas holiday songs. When somebody who can sing it so well, how do you make these songs your own and
100%.
give it respect when we are used to, say, a certain artist that we grew up singing this particular song. Now we're hearing it from a different voice and a different perspective. Is that's got to be tough?
Well, listen, I'm never going to fit in another person's shoes. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Like I remember as a kid, we all start with somebody we admire, somebody that we idolize. For me, it was the great crooners from Sammy Davis Jr. to Frank Sinatra. And in my basement, I would kind of put the VHS cassette in. I would dress up in my little suit, and I would be watching all their moves, and I'd point my fingers certain ways. But after a while, you realize that they did that naturally. They weren't planning everything. And I think as you start to peel back the layers of learning, you start to realize, like, oh crap, if I want people to believe this, I got to be me. So when it comes down to the audience, the number one thing we can do is with the orchestrated arrangement. Because as an example, take it, Let It Snow. There's probably 2,000 different versions of it. But the lyrics and the melody are what's the most important. So I think when people see it, they're like, "Oh, this sounds familiar," and I think they'll just get into it because they're so attached to the song.
Which one's your favorite, man?
I have to say, White Christmas. I mean, I remember as a kid going to my grandparents' house, and they had this at Christmas time. They had two records. One was the Bing Crosby White Christmas one, and the other
Yeah.
one was the Nat King Cole um, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, the Christmas song.
Yes.
And it's so interesting because in my show, when I do, um, so we'll do the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, and you just have that piano on its own, and you just see people, their shoulders go down, and you hear, oh, and that again, that to me what music is. Right now we're communicating. I love your smile, I love your energy. But when we go to a show, we don't have this back and forth. All we has is our eyes and our body language. And I think that's why White Christmas and the Christmas song are my two favorites because it just connects immediately.
I can't argue with that, man. Got to be two of my absolute favorites from
Sing me
those
a song.
particular artists. As
Go
I
for
think
it.
everybody, especially in our generation, must
Um,
have those albums with those songs on it. How does it feel? Because this is going to be a family event. Young, old,
mhm.
they're all going to come. How does it feel that years from now, there
Yeah,
could be a child that goes to this show,
yeah,
and when they grow up, they're going to be reminiscing to their families about, one of my favorite times
yeah,
during the holiday season was going to this show with this guy, Matt Dusk. Oh man, you know what? Let me put one of his songs on, and then whatever
yeah,
they use in the
yeah.
future are gonna play one of your songs, singing one of those classic Christmas songs. How
I
does it
mean,
feel knowing that you could be part of somebody's experience?
Personal ego aside, just speaking about why music is important and why no matter what happens in the world, music will always be around because it connects us generationally. And, to be part of someone's family where I get notes sometimes on, Instagram and TikTok about, oh, we were blah, 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 blah. And it's so cool because I had the same experience with the other artists I idolized. And it's like you become part of the lineage and the tradition of why this music is so important and why at the holidays it's always played on the radio because as soon as you hear it, you're like, man, this song again, crap. And you're like, oh man, play it again, right? So I'm very honored that I can be part of that whole experience with all the other artists as well.
I don't want to give too much away, but is the stage going to be like Christmassy? Is there just going to
Oh
be a
yeah.
straight? Okay,
No, well, we've got this. I mean, the good thing about the OLG stage is they have this massive video wall.
yeah.
So we have all these, Christmas graphics and stuff. And I've got a great lighting director who's going to really bring this whole magical wowness factor. We're not playing in a little small club. We're playing at the OLG stage.
I know it's going to be a busy time for you. Any chance there might be a meet and greet?
Oh, of course. Like
Ah,
after the show, whatever's happening, I don't know what they have arranged, but I'm not leaving the casino. I'll be on the floor. I'll be at the bar. I'll be celebrating. That's the best thing about the holidays is just your one moment where you can actually spend time with people and you don't have to worry about the next thing because it's on a
yeah.
Saturday night. Most people probably don't have to go to work on Sunday. So I'll be on the floor after the show. Come say hi. I'd love to sing a duet with you.
Brother, it is so good to have a chance to talk to you. The second I saw
Yeah,
that
man.
you were
Thank
doing
you.
this show, I was literally email, can I get him? Can I get him?
Oh,
Can I
dude.
get him? Because like I said, it's been way too long. In fact, I was looking back. You were, if not my first video
That's
interview
right.
that I did
On your
as
own.
Rudy Blair
Yeah.
Entertainment Media. And
I
that
remember you
was in
didn't. Yeah.
2016, man.
And you didn't have such a beautiful background then. Look how far you've come.
Oh, well, you know what? Science has
Yeah, yeah,
technology
yeah,
has
yeah,
worked
yeah.
out even
Are you
better.
AI or are you an AI avatar?
Ooh, you never know.
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
Brother, it's so good to
Thank you.
see you. Congratulations on this. I know you're going to kill this show. We got to catch
Awesome,
up
man.
more often, man.
Yes, if I don't see you at the show, don't worry. There's a lot more Christmases to come.